Oh, welcome back everybody to another episode from the Lone Wolf Survivor series. This is episode 75 and today I thought I'd do something a little bit special. I've never done this before in the Bedrock game of Minecraft, nor have I ever done it in this world for that matter. Maybe I should have said that one first. But right now we're on a backup of this world. If I click on, what is it, this right here, we go to settings. We are in a copy of Lone Wolf Works 1. I've had a lot of renditions of this world where, you know, things stop working. But we are in spectator mode. Oh, can we get... Okay, there we go. I thought maybe for this episode we do something a little bit special. Just, you know, I've taken some time off a little bit because of work, and I'm moving and stuff and getting the house unpacked, and we just did our final underway before we pulled into the shipyard. And so I was gonna, you know, do something a little bit special, but then I remember, you know what, we still have one episode 100. And one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to get an aerial view of this world just yet, at least from my point of view. I mean, when you guys download the world, in the description below, of course, you can view it for yourself, but I don't exactly want to see it from the air. But I do want to see what lies in the bowels of our world, and we will of course do the world tour. Now, of course, where you guys just saw us at, that was Spawn. That was there's the chest that's still out there, and the 4 torches, the original chest in this world. And then of course when we landed here, we came across this nice little island. It was pretty bare and there were some trees and stuff right here, but if we come up to the entrance of our house, which, by the way, you know, the more and more I look at this and the more I'm away from it and I come back to it, I'm pretty impressed with myself. Building has never really been a strong suit of mine, and just to be able to push myself a little bit has really just, you know, it's challenged me a lot, and I think I've grown a little bit as a builder. But this cobblestone structure that you see right here, this cobblestone structure is the original cobblestone of the house. This right here is all original. This right here is original. I think that's original. Of course the wood isn't, because if I remember correctly, there were it was a log roof. Here's the original furnace and the map thing, and up here we used to have, oh wow, you can see a lot of stuff has happened in this room. But up here we used to have a set of armor. It was our very first armor, and somehow it despawned. I'm not exactly sure what happened with that, but yeah, right in here, I think the bed set right here. Our chest was right here. I think an ender chest set right there. And is there anything in this? Nothing really. But if we carry on back through this door, our first storage system actually used to be somewhat in this area right here before we did the home makeover. And of course, if you look back at earlier episodes, this whole area right here was different as well. And then we also, I think this is pre-episode 50 that this was built, but this is our kitchen right here with our working sink-ish. If I flick this lever, oh, there we go, and a water bucket's supposed to pop out somewhere. I'm not exactly too sure what happened to it, but it's, yeah, we're supposed to get a water bucket, and I think maybe I missed a block whenever I was doing some troubleshooting with it not too long ago. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but something I'll have to fix in between episodes. And of course, if we walk back here, we've got this room that I have no idea what to do with just yet, and that goes down to our main storage system, and we'll go down there in just a little bit. But if we go through this hall right here, we have some armor right here. We have some, I think it's supposed to be blinds. I think that's what I put that in there. And we have kind of the main area of back of the house. And this part right here, this is our adventure room. This is where we keep progress of the entire world that we've traveled. This is a 4x4 scale, of course, right here. This is the original Spawn Island. I think it's that one, or it's one of these, or it actually might be that one. I'm not actually, no, I think it's one of these two right here. I think it's that one. But anyways, yeah, all the way up here is the woodland mansion that we did some traveling to get to that one. And then over here, I think right there is where the temple is. This right here is where we keep the current up-to-date portions of the map, which I think it is fully up. Oh, now it is. Now it's fully updated. I don't think I did anything else Yeah, I didn't think so. But, and then this right here is the original. No, this is not the original. What is this? Okay, that's just a bigger scale of the map. Why do I have oak right there? I don't remember doing that. Back here is just like a little, I don't know, little hideaway-ish thing. We got this computer screen here, part of a little texture pack that I created myself. Of course, that would be inside of the world folder. I think it will be. This is the upstairs area, where if you go that way right there, that goes into kind of the living area. This right here goes into our retired tools areas. This right here is Silkus, our first pickaxe. I just realized I think I forgot an I after that K, or that, yeah, after that K. This is the Pick of Fortune, our first fortune pickaxe, and this is Backbone. This is the very first pickaxe, diamond pickaxe that we got, and the very first enchanted diamond pickaxe that we ever got. So, you know, these are all retired. I want to say no, but all this armor right here, all the enchanted bits, is actually, this is a full set of retired armor. I just realized that. And of course, we've got some spare sitting off right here on the side. This right here is, of course, our bedroom. This right here is the iron armor that I remember in the last world tour. This is the very first iron leggings that we ever got, and the very first iron leggings that we enchanted. And then the iron armor that you see here, I think it's the second rendition that we had, but the But the sword, if I, you know what, if the sword, can I get the sword, my dude, please? This is the original, yes, this is the original iron sword. That's the very first one that we ever had in this world. Now, something about this diamond right here. I actually was watching episode 1, and the very first diamond we ever got was inside of a treasure chest inside the sunken ship that's right out there at spawn. This is the very first diamond we ever mined. Yes, so I've been wrong in saying that in the previous world tours, which kind of sucks because I think the one that we used ended up being a pickaxe. I think that's what Backbone is actually made out of, is one of those original diamonds that we got. Of course, I have a little sitting area here. This is an old picture of what the house used to look like. See, right here is the storage room I mentioned earlier, and that right there is the tower that we since recently tore down and recreated. And this is all the very first, you know, wood, stone, iron, and yeah, iron and gold pickaxes that we ever had. This is the first enchanted iron pickaxe, and this is the first iron pickaxe that we got. Going in here into the living room, we got both of our dogs, James and what's his face? I forget his name. Right here we have a nice little piano area, little armor stand, and this is our enchanting spot right here. You know, I'm somewhat happy with this, but I'm somewhat not happy with it. You know, all of our stuff that goes in here. This is our little, I really don't know what this is, if I'm being perfectly honest. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't know. I don't know. I haven't, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. I haven't determined how I feel about that just yet. It's just a nice little sitting area right here where we can kind of look out over the ocean. And my dude, what is your name? Oh, we never named him. That's what that is. Yeah, we never named him. Of course, some armor stands. The very first trident, very first turtle helmet. Upstairs, there's absolutely nothing up here. There's nothing interesting in these chests. This was actually the first bedroom. Or this used to be the bedroom. My bad. This used to be the bedroom that we had up here. But that's pretty much, that's it for the main house, I think. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but you know, these world tours going, it gets a lot of stuff, and time has progressively moved on, and I tend to forget about these things, and just kind of like stuff like this. Now, right here used to sit a tower, and since recently tore it down. You'd have to visit episode 50 to see what it looks like. And if you pop out the front door right here and walk down this nice little path that I made, I think in like episode 5-ish, I believe. If we walk through here, this is a nice little, I really am proud of this. I'm not gonna lie, I really am proud of how this area right here turned out. But we got like a little, you know, farming area over here, or the barn that we built in like episode 10 maybe. It's been here for quite some time actually. It was in the original map that I showed you earlier, And just going through this little garden area right here, if we kind of just click a F1, just check out all the ambiance that is happening in here. Some bees nest and stuff like that. Just nice little rock formations. We got a nice little swing that's setting off over here. It looks it's pretty good. You get a nice little picture of the house in the background. I really am proud of this. Oh no, no, oh, the frogs. I forgot there's frogs buried in certain spots in the ground. And of course we have actual bees in here. Nice little lake pond thing that we created for the frogs that we got whenever they were first introduced. Like I said, some beehives and stuff like that. Little swing area. If we pop over here, you can see the iron golem, savior of the village. And then, yeah, he perished in that same episode, sadly. I actually think the episode was called Savior or Hero of the Village. I think is what it was called. And then right over here, we have Rufus. That was a very sad episode. And I feel somewhat responsible for it because I was digging out this trench to try to take my boat through it. And, yeah, and he suffocated underneath a wall, underneath some blocks. It really sucked. It was the first time me and Rufus ever went adventuring, and apparently it was the last time me and Rufus ever went adventuring. And I think there's some bits that was left over that's been buried underneath here. And same thing with the iron golem. This is the iron and the rose that came out of the iron golem that's underneath there. Then we had the little smelting area of our just right underneath the house. Got some little storage right here I keep for torches and stuff like that. But walking here into the main storage area of the house, we have the little elevator that goes up into that room I showed you a little bit earlier. But this is the main storage room. This is where all the bits are stored. Right here, this is the overflow for stuff that I don't know what to put, except for this area right here. There's a mob spawner that's off over there. We'll get to that in just a few. And then there's this little lever right here that can kind of stand, just to make sure that everything is still working fine and that I'm getting items. And if I remember right, yeah, this thing is actually full to the brim, and I need to filter some of this stuff out so we're not clogging up the system. But then again, we're not doing too bad. I don't know where these knowledge shells are coming from either, though. Right here in the back of the room, we got a little cactus farm that we used. I needed the green dye to make the cyan or whatever color clay that is off, and for the engineering lab, and that's another one of those things we'll get over to. But if we come over in this room, this is the water purification room. This is one of those places where the water bucket has to travel through before it gets to upstairs. It's kind of why it takes a little bit, and maybe there's another way I can make that a little bit more efficient. But yeah, it comes in here. I think it drops down. It gets picked up by a mine cart that's running back and forth, and it gets sent through the water purification. Actually, it comes in, it gets sent through these little pipes right here. It goes through the water purification room, which the magma blocks heated up and kills any pesticides or whatever, and then it gets pumped through into this tank, and then it gets sent up into the kitchen. And of course, we monitor all that stuff, right here through the little control center. But running back in through the main storage area, if we pop over through the store, we got a nice little corridor that kind of leads out to the beach area. But we can go ahead and pop down into here, open up that, and oh, I almost fell down there. Yeah, this is right here where I can see where all of the mobs are dying, and this is the actual mob farm that we built. And I forget who designed it. I have to go back and look, but it's a pretty simple design. It's just water flowing over scaffolding. It's pretty simple. And I probably could do a better job at decorating most of this, and yeah, and the bits down there. And we have this really long room. It's I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of weird to have this big room just to view. I feel like this could really just be cut down to like right here where this white line is, but you know what, it's here. I'm sure it'll serve a purpose one day. Coming out of that little corridor that we got going on right here, if we come down to the side of the docks area, we got the docks going on right here. Of course, if you watch episode 50, you can kind of catch up and see a lot of this stuff too as well. And right here, I think, yeah, it's fish. He's been there for quite some. Oh, what is this? I must have just randomly put stuff in here whenever Yeah, yeah, I do. When I just have random bits in my inventory, I just stash stuff in there. And this is our little fishing area here. A nice little boat that I found this on Instagram, and I forget who it was that made it, but I want to say I put it in the episode. But yeah, this is our little fishing hut. This is where I put everything, all the bits and stuff that I catch and whatnot. We get sent into all these barrels. You know, just simple. I'm coming back up to this side of the house where the kitchen is, right here. Well, one, I want to see where these water buckets went, if they're still in here. And oh, can I actually hello? Nope. Okay. Well, I guess they didn't. Whatever. Anyways, but this chest has been here for quite some time, and if they want to say this is the chest that I used to build this whole side of the house way back all the way over here, and everything that you see right here, but I also wanted to come around on this side to walk down to the water mill that's right down there. Coming down this little docking looking area right here that was also recently built is, I think it's called a water mill. I'm not 100% too sure, but we got this little area in here. Oh wow, it needs some yeah, it needs some maintenance done in here, but we got where the water comes in, and it also powers the water filtration room that's right up there. So, you know, water comes in, it gets sent up to the water filtration room, and there's a hole right there. I just realized. Oh, does that? I don't even know where that goes. Anyways, it gets sent up to there into the water purification room, and that's how. This is where the water actually comes from. Now, if we break from the lore just a little bit, you notice there's this pipe, and there is some water bubbles going on right down there. If we swing around to this side, this is where all the redstone actually happens. Up here, there is a barrel, if I can get to it. Yeah, there's a barrel right here that has a bunch of water buckets in it. So every time I flip that lever, the redstone signal gets sent down, and where does it go? Oh, a bucket comes down out of these hoppers, gets sent over there to that dispenser. I think it's a dispenser. It gets sucked up a bucket of water, and then it gets spat out into that water, into that bubble column that you saw right outside, and then it gets sent all the way up to the sink that's inside of our kitchen. And of course, we have an upstairs area where we can do like some repairs and things like that if we need to the facilities. I'm still really impressed with that, by the way. Ah, yes. The old engineering lab. Back over there is the house. Off in this direction right here is the engineering lab. This is what we used to build our spaceship that we have yet to take off from, which there's a whole little story that goes with that too as well, if you haven't been kept catching up with the episodes. And oh yeah, we lost power into the lab, so the generator back here is it's out of fuel, and I gotta wait for a lightning strike to come by to recharge the batteries in that. So whilst that's happening, all the security measures are deactivated. So like this door is open, and I want to say the side door right here is open as well. But if we walk through here, this could be kind of ran down pretty quick. This right here is our laboratory that we use to, you know, study stuff and everything like that. This is with the recent artifact that we acquired. We got a lights, you know, the laboratory here, little scanning machine here, you know, the big, all the good stuff that you need for, you know, laboratories and sciencey labs, stuff like that. Down here is where we develop the engine. This is what we use to create and test the engine right here. This is our little hand grabbly thing that does its bits and stuff like that. And then right in the back underneath here is the depths of all the redstone that goes into this lab. Mainly it's just lights. It's literally all it does. It just controls the lights whenever the generator runs out of power. Back off over here in this direction, we have our satellite. Walking into this door right here, we have the same scenario where everything is kind of dead because, you know, oh, it is really dark in here. Nothing's going to spawn in here, right? I didn't think so. Okay, cool. Yeah, like this right here is like the little power section, or the little cooling mechanism for the satellite, and of course, you know, this is how we control it and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's about it from that. Off on this side, there's nothing really that interesting except for the spaceship itself, and nothing really has been done in here. It's just kind of a hard shell. We haven't developed the interiors or any of the control systems that we need. to be able to fly this thing, but this is a nice little like ramp area that we can use to get back and forth to the maintenance facility on this side of the engineering lab. I'm starting to realize that this episode is going to be kind of long. I'm starting to feel like, but it is now raining. Stupid rain. And of course I'm an idiot. I'm playing on the backup of the world, so I forget I can actually do stuff like this. So now what I want to do is I want to take a deep dive into our world here. I want to see what is underneath all of this stuff right here. Oh wow, dude, I haven't actually seen this. Okay, this is all of our strip mine that's going on right here. And I don't think I found that the little geo thing going on right there. Okay, there's this weird little section right here. You can still see like some of the old remnants before the 1.19 update. Oh, there's diamonds right there. Where the bedrock is still, you know, at level 0. Wow, look at all this area I have not been through. I think that's all underwater though, so that's probably okay. All the tunnels that I've been digging through. Wow, I dug a really long tunnel that goes all the way out there. Oh, I remember this area. This is where we originally found our first diamond. Where we found our first mine diamond, I really should say. I remember swimming through this area and I heard a bunch of skeletons rattling, and I started digging around, and then I popped up right into here and there was a creeper. Now this part wasn't in video. I was actually just mining. It was on the episode where I was exploring the underwater bit where I don't remember what episode that was, but it's the thumbnail with me underwater. And I walked in here, and you can kind of see the remnants of it, and there was a creeper, and then he blew up the freaking skeleton spawner that was right there. Oh, dude, that really sucked. Oh, man, I remember that like it was yesterday. Oh, my dude. Yes, you need to go somewhere. And of course, way over here on this side of the engineering lab, we have our mob spawner. That's right here, our XP farm, I really should say. I don't remember this bit right there, but yeah, they get sent up, and then will they spawn with me in spectator mode, or is that not a... No, it's not a thing. Okay. That would have been kind of cool, because then we can actually see it in action, but they could... Oh, then look, there's a chest. Oh, no, look, they will. Okay, cool. Yeah, they get sent down. I mean, of course, you know how this thing works, right? You go down, they get sent up, they push up in here, and then... You know, I kill him right there, and that's how we pretty much get our XP. I think that's really all that I can remember off the top of my head. It's crazy to think that this world is over a year old now, and a lot of stuff has transpired in here. What is this? Oh, this is this is that redstone stuff I was just talking about right here. Yeah, this water gets... What happens right here? Oh, right. The bucket gets in, and then it retracts, and then it gets sent down off over to here to this dispenser, and then it gets shot up, and then flown into here, gets sent off, follows all of this right here, and then gets sent up, pass on to here, goes down into... Yep, there's a minecart right here that sends it back and forth. Then it shoots up, it goes over all the top of this and into this redstone that's sitting right above the right above the storage room, into this dropper, and then I still don't know where in the world those water buckets went. They must have fell into here because this is a blank spot, so I'm guessing that's where they went. You know, this is crazy. I've always wanted to know what was deep in the bowels of the original portion of my world. But if you look at our coordinates, right up, right up here, my dude. Okay. Yeah, if you just look at my coordinates real quick, we should be coming up on the, oh yes, the jungle village, the kind of failed project of trying to start just a random village off over here in this area. And then we got this little forgery that came in here, and I'm still pretty proud of it. We got the little armor stand tricks. That seems to not be, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. There was a bunch of swords right there, but I guess they're not there anymore. Yeah. I mean, there's not really much to see over here. This is pretty much Iron Golem can climb trees, apparently. There's nothing really to look at in this area. I mean, if you want to see a little bit more in depth, you're going to have to see episode 50 of that. But if we fly off over here in this direction, I want to peek into this mountain. Ooh, oh yeah, I did a lot of mining underneath here. Oh wow. Dude, this is cool. It's about time that Bedrock got, yeah, what you call it, spectator mode. Oh, you know what? So I guess since we're here, I kind of want to look. Yeah, there was no treasure chest that spawned over here, was there? No. Okay, so I did get robbed. Alright, at least I know for sure. And now, of course, if we take a look over here in this area, this is the very first spaceship that we saw crash over here. And of course, if you notice, it's kind of what our ship is modeled after a little bit. The flames still burn from this poor thing, and then we also collected some materials and stuff out of here, some secret documents and things like that, and I think there was a notebook that was right there. But yeah, if you look at the top left, this is where the coordinates for that spaceship that crashed. I want to say that was episode 26 or 27 is where that came from. And if you take another look at our top left corner, there was an episode that we had. It was called The Caves of Doom. This was the very first lush cave that we found. And I remember this is where we made all of our diamonds. This is where exploring this cave system right here is where I found all the diamonds. And it pretty much set me up for success in this world, where diamonds is not something that I'm worried about. And it seems like I miss them right here. But I mean, dude, they were everywhere. I mean, they were everywhere. You could see all my torches being placed. I mean, it was so easy to find them, and I think it's when they had like that weird thing where, like, look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about, my dudes. Like diamonds here, and then turn around, and then diamonds were just right there. It's pretty much how I was, coming in here and exploring this cave. Yeah, I think that's what was back when they had a little issue with the diamond spawning so frequently under a certain level, I think. And yeah, this is of course where we dug down, and I want to say I started off in that direction first, and then I spun around and then started going through off over here in this direction, which you can see doesn't really lead much to anymore. This is where we start getting out of that area a little bit. I don't think I ever made it over here to that ravine though, but yeah, just a quick little detour. And of course, if you take a look up on the top left hand side of the screen, this is the village that we were hanging out in, and between episodes, I want to say like 64-ish to about I forget what episode we went back home in, but this was yeah, this was the little area that we were hanging out right down somewhere. Oh, right here, right? Yeah, this is our little skeleton spawner that we found. I guess it's okay to, it made up for the one that got destroyed, but I don't think we actually ever finished it, to be honest with you. And honestly, I think it's, oh no, I did fix it. Okay, I thought it was broken, but I mean, it's just pretty simple. Only this one right here uses a lava bucket inside that dispenser. Can I see inside that dispenser, or am I? Nope. Okay, I can't see inside that dispenser. Now, of course, when we head off over here into the temple itself, this is kind of a cool little flyby area. This is what it looks over the overview on it. It's nothing really special, and it seems to me that I actually forgot to finish it. yeah, I guess I missed out on a bunch of bits on that. Underneath is the redstone for the door. You know, I mean, of course it wasn't no magical thing, but you can see the pressure plate right there, clear as day. That opens up the door in here, and then on, yeah, this is pretty much all that was on the inside of it. All these little bits right here. Now, the sand door that was right there was a AND gate, so it had to be, it was a 2-input mechanism where one was here and one was right back here that used an item filter for iron nuggets. And then once that got filled up, then you know, the pistons retracted, and then it was just, you know, then the sand just fell all the way down. That was pretty much how that thing right there worked. You know, of course you got the lower level here, which you know, nothing really important was down here. But we did have the little trap that I had set up for myself, and then, you know, that went all the way down into this area down here, which now looking, there's a big lush cave off over in that direction. Is this kind of cheaty? I mean, I am in spectator mode in my own world, and I'm kind of discovering these little bits of stuff. Now, let's continue to go down. And of course we splashed in this water right here, and then down this little narrow corridor was where we, if we're breaking from the lore a little bit here, this is where the wither, where I spawned the wither. You know, of course we stepped on this pressure plate, which sits, oh, my night vision's running out. Okay, it's where we spawned the wither, so we walked through that little pressure plate right there, and it sent a signal all the way back here to this dispenser, and it shot a head out. And that's how the wither actually spawned, without me placing the head on it. And I just heard a spider drop from somewhere, and I don't know where he's at. And I also saw that this right here is a little monster cage. Not really too sure what's going on right here. Oh wow, that's kind of weird. Wow, just 3 zombie villagers, just like that. Just kind of hilarious. Well, we already got one of those, so no need for that. You know, I had almost forgot. I had the little farming house that was right over here. I was fixing to end the episode there, and I forgot all about this area over here. Now, we didn't do anything underground off in this direction, so I'm not gonna poke my head underneath there, but yeah, this is our actual farming thing that we really need to come back to and finish. I feel like this place has a lot of potential to be great, and if I just work at it just right, I think I can achieve something pretty cool right here, especially with those trees. We really got to do something with those trees. Now, if you take a gander in the top left-hand corner, I mean, I might as well go ahead and pop this in here. I want to say this is episode 43, I believe, but this is where we had the second spaceship crashed, and we got a little bit more detail on how the engines were created. And yeah, if we kind of just pop through right here, yeah, this is where we were able to gather some more intel about stuff and construction of the spaceship, so we can kind of build our own. And of course it starts raining, but you know, I guess it works. But yeah, this is just another little area right here of interest I thought I want to point out. The coordinates are in the top left hand. Why can't I see inside chest? Inside the top left hand corner. Well, everybody, this is it. This is the end of the tour. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. You know, it was kind of fun reminiscing, going around and taking a peek at the world from the underground and the depths. Like I've never seen it before, so this was the first time for both of us. So it was pretty cool to look down and just learn a little bit more about our world, and a little bit more history about our world that, you know, I forgot, and maybe that you guys have forgotten too. So if you did like this video, please click the like button. If you want to keep me motivated to make more of these, please click the subscribe. But I hope you guys enjoy. Look at the texture on that andesite right there. I'm sorry, I got really distracted just then. Well, that's kind of 3D. But if you did like this video, please click the like button. If you want to keep me motivated to make more of these, please click the subscribe. And that's all I got time for you guys today. And I hope to see you in episode 76 in the next episode.